wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. We are the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Taylor's one of our producers.
Right.
Much older than she likes to act.
She's
okay,
stupid.
she's just short. All right, but she wants to be like these kids. So she's like, send me the deets. What the hell are the deets?
Just details.
Okay, say details. Why is it so hard to say details? We just had this conversation earlier this week. Okay, some words don't need to be shortened. It's 2 syllables. Details.
Deets.
Details.
Deets.
Send me the deets.
I
What is
understand
deets?
what you
What's that, a vegetable or fruit? What you mean deets?
Vegetable.
That sounds like beets.
Oh, my goodness. Good morning, Tez.
Good morning.
Let's get in some front page news. Now, the NBA All-Star rosters has been released and the reserves as well. People are saying that Victor Wembanyama is not an All-Star. But I think he's putting up All-Star numbers, isn't he?
I wouldn't say he's putting up all-star numbers. He's definitely on track to be Rookie of the Year. He should be.
Yeah.
All-star? I don't know if he's an all-star.
I don't know. Him and Lively, I think, are doing great as rookies. But people are saying that he should have been an All-Star. But
He's averaging, what, 20? I'm looking at it now. He's averaging 20 points, 10 rebounds.
that's All-Star.
He's not an all-star.
20 points, 10 rebounds
Nah,
as a rookie.
He's not an all-star yet.
That's an All-Star.
Nah, he's a super solid rookie. He's not an all-star.
I'm sure there's some people on this list that are not averaging 20 and 10.
I doubt that.
All right. Well, what up, Tez?
What's going on, DJ MV, Charlamagne the guy?
Peace.
All right. Now, we sending an RIP to Joe Madison.
Yeah, yesterday was the first day of Black History, and one man for sure that left us a lot of Black history is the radio host and activist Joe Madison. He passed away at 74. Now, he hosted a show on Sirius XM called The Black Eagle, where he championed human rights and civil rights. In his over 40-year career, he collected a series of impressive accolades and awards, including being inducted into the Radio Hall of Fame in 2019. But one of my favorite parts about his career is how he was an activist. He climbed the ranks of NAACP, being Detroit's youngest chapter leader at age 24, to eventually becoming the national political director and finally serving on the nation's oldest civil rights organization board for 14 years. Now, tributes came in from everyone. President Biden, Vice President Harris tweeted this. She said that he aligned his platform with a purpose, and through his decade-long career in radio, he championed the fight for equality and justice. Our nation is better because of his voice. President Biden also said that although he's no longer with us, we hope you join in the fight to fight for injustice. But what I loved about Mr. Madison, and I'm sure a lot of people agree, is he was known for not holding back on the radio. Take a listen.
Mr. Joe Madison, how you doing this morning?
I'm fine.
Yeah, I think you need to work on your attitude. You got a bad attitude.
And I think you ought to kiss my ass. How's that for an attitude? First of all, I don't need you telling me what my attitude is. I'm really pissed off at what I'm hearing when I see stupid-ass people who want to be president of the United States that hasn't done a damn thing, can't do anything, who is xenophobic, racist. But here's my attitude towards you. I'm a grown-ass man, brother. And if I want, hey, you hear me talking? Hey, kid, pot his ass down. And by the way, I'm in charge of this show. I don't wake up in the morning worrying about what you think. Do you understand me? Are we clear?
Yes,
Good.
you do.
All right.
About what we think.
I don't give a damn about what you think. Are you stupid or something? Do me a
Dad?
favor. Just keep listening.
Dad? Sounds like my dad. Sounds like every black father. I love it. I love it.
Rest in peace, Joe Madison.
Rest in peace, Joe Madison.
My type of radio personality. You know what I'm saying? He definitely used this platform to be of service. So salute to that brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my grandfather loved Mr. Madison. When you said it sounded like grandfather.
Sound like grandpa and pops. That's what my pops said. Kiss my ass.
That's right. My grandfather literally passed away watching. He was in the hospital and watching him on TV literally at the moment, that he passed away. So I'm sure he has a lot of questions for him now if they have a chance to meet on the other side. But yeah, my type of personality. So rest in peace to Mr. Joe Madison. Remember, he did that hunger strike for 74 days. He just did a lot. Remember, I think we talked about it here. Mm-hmm. We just did a lot as far as his activism. He did a lot of marathons, and I think he was in the Guinness Book World of Records for raising money on air.
Love it.
So just you remember that, just a lot. He's just done a lot in radio, very long time in the game.
I remember he did the hunger strike. He did the hunger strike for voting rights.
Voting rights. Mm-hmm.
So he never ate because that never happened.
Yeah. 74 days.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that is front page news. What do we talk about next hour, Tez?
Yeah, next hour I want to give you an update on the How Many Stops Act. It did pass, and also Ron DeSantis, he's sending Florida National Guard to Texas. So he's dipping in Texas business and sending, I guess, Florida tax dollars to do it. So we'll talk about it.
All right, we'll talk about that next hour. But right now, everybody, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, it's a Friday, so whatever you need to talk about or discuss, we are here. 800-585-1051. Get it off your chest. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
In the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. What up, Tiz?
What's going on? Happy Friday, DJ Envy, Charlamagne the Guy.
Peace, Ted.
Let's jump right into it. Let's talk Mayor Adams.
Yeah, we talked about this earlier this week. A lot of different opinions about this on the How Many Stops Act, and I wanted to give you an update on that. Now, Mayor Adams vetoed the bill, and the latest update is NYC City Council voted in favor of overriding the mayor's veto, 42-9. Take a listen.
Come July, NYPD officers will be required to log basic info about every civilian they stop for low-level encounters known as Level 1 stops, such as a search for a missing person. Councilmember Yusef Salam said it will bring generational change to the justice system. He and 4 other Black and Latino men were falsely accused and convicted of raping a white jogger in Central Park in 1989.
If these laws were in place in 1989, I vote aye.
Of the 51 council members, 42 voted in favor of the bill, saying it will prevent racial profiling. A federal monitor overseeing the NYPD stop and frisk tactics last year found 97% of people stopped were Black or Hispanic.
Now, opponents say that reporting Level 1 stops, which are classified as non-criminal encounters, will slow down response time and take away from policing on the city streets. Here is how Democrats and Republicans voted on the law in their opinion. Take a listen.
Several Democrats even voted in favor who had not previously.
Where people had to reconsider how their experiences are drastically different than some of their colleagues of color.
All the Republicans on the council voted against it.
We must also acknowledge the small increments in administrative tasks that can have cascading effects on our already stretched resources.
It's asking them to do more while they have less.
In a statement, the Police Benevolent Association said this will contribute to rising 911 response times and diminish police presence in neighborhoods.
Yeah, so Mayor Adams, who's obviously a Democrat, he did not support this bill. So this is still, up to a lot of people have a lot of opinions on this.
All right, well, let's jump right to Ron DeSantis.
No problem. Ron DeSantis, he is deploying state and National Guard to Texas border. Yesterday, he announced he is deploying the Florida State Guard to support Texas during its ongoing feud with federal officials at Eagle Pass. Now, it's unclear what the troops will be doing when they arrive in Texas, but the move is to send troops that comes after Governor Greg Abbott has defied federal authorities in the border community, claiming he's protecting his state from invasion. Here's a little bit of what Ron DeSantis had to say at a press conference.
Biden has the authority to close this border today if he wanted to. He lacks the will to get the job done. He lacks the capacity to see the problem for what it is and to get the job done. And so the American people are basically left scrambling and they're left to have to deal with this all on their own.
These guys are just better at the political thing than Democrats are, man. Like, literally. Like, the border is going to be a huge issue come election time, and that's why Republicans don't want to work with Democrats to fix it, because they don't want the Biden administration to get any credit for fixing it. And if I was the Biden administration, if I was Democrats right now, and if I was also Republicans who don't rock with Trump, I would be letting everybody know the reason the border isn't getting fixed is because of Donald Trump. He literally told Republicans not to do the deal that Biden has laid out. He's the shadow president. He literally told Republicans not to do the deal, and some Republicans are listening. That's insane to me.
Yeah, well, that's how it goes. I mean, it certainly is insane, but again, you got to run on something. Everybody on the campaign has to run on something. They're running on immigration. The Democrats are running on abortion, so he's not going to give him those political points to score. Is it wrong? Yeah, but is that how politics campaigns work? Yep.
Absolutely.
They had an opportunity to fix the border when they had control of the House and Senate. So now you've given this ball for Republicans to run with, and 25 Republican governors, including DeSantis, are publicly supporting Abbott. But this is going past just support. They're saying we're willing to even put troops on the ground for you. I mean, this is just.
Who are the troops supposed to fight, though? Aren't the troops fighting other federal authorities?
But they think this is important enough to send to put some action behind, put some walk behind the talk.
Isn't that like a mini civil war?
Well, they say they want to come help with the invasion.
That's
so,
crazy.
Jesus Christ.
But it's more of it's just like when they dropped the migrants off at VP Harris's house, and this is a statement. They want to let you know we're going to come together as governors. We're not just going to talk about it, but we're actually going to do something about it and make a political statement so that it can get into the news and continue to push what they believe on immigration and run on it.
Well, after they put it on the floor and Republicans vote against it, I hope the Democrats immediately pivot to let folks know, what is actually the problem. And the problem is the fact that Donald Trump, the shadow president, jumped out there and told Republicans don't do the deal. Like,
is he really the shadow president, or he making it pretty known? He's not hiding in the shadow.
I mean, he's the shadow president because he's not the official president, but he's
okay.
He's definitely controlling things in the GOP.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, that's why you got to have something to run on, and that's what they're doing on every level. Again, guys, it's not just running for president; it's every level: governor, state rep, state senate. All of the GOP will be running on immigration. So
yeah, I don't respect any politician who puts politics over the people, but that's majority of them.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, I guess you don't have no respect for no politician.
Exactly. By exact words, exactly. Yes,
that's
right.
exactly it.
All right. Well, that is Front Page News. Thank you, Tiz.
Absolutely.
And make sure you follow at Tesla Figaro on the Straight Shot No Chaser. Well, make sure you subscribe to Tesla Figaro, Straight Shot No Chaser podcast on the Black Effect iHeartRadio podcast network, and follow at Tesla Figaro on all social media platforms.
All right. Now, when we come back, Kenan Thompson will be joining us. Of course, comedian, from Saturday Night Live. And of course, he has a new book, When I Was Your Age, Life Lessons, Funny Stories, and Questionable Parenting Advice from a Professional Clown. We're going to talk to Kenan when we come back. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up. Early in the morning. The Breakfast Club.